All right. Start this shit off early because, yeah, who knows how long or short it's going to be. Either rate, y'all probably remember everything that happened a couple weeks ago where I was calling out this YouTuber for basically hypocrisy about his own standards of keeping things up to date, not updating stuff, et cetera, et cetera. That stuff happens to be his so-called charity, where I found numerous discrepancies, and yeah, it just gets better. So if you recall, like I said a couple weeks ago, when I showed you guys his transparencies of his audit reports on his website, you saw 2011 and 2012. Well, just recently, this guy decided he wanted to, and I'm doing air quotes, update that page with only the last 5 years of disclosures. And I think you guys will be pleased to find that uh, out of the five he posted, two of them are backdated uh, beyond uh, the most recent audit. So his most recent alleged audit is November of 2025, and 2023 and 2024 audits are in December of 2025. And then the 2022 is not even signed. Ooh, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Then I decided to look at some rules and stipulations about in Canada, they have a rule called arm's length. And when I was looking at his most recent audits, he reports everything is done at arm's length, which is kind of funny because, as you know, his spouse works for a law firm. That law firm is posted on the website as donators. In that bio, that person is has specialties and expertise in basically charity money because they're also on a board. And then on top of that, and one of the old ones that he decided to delete, but guess what, Mike? Your whole website's been internet archived. It's not gone. I have all the audits. Um, he puts her as a guest and never discloses that that's his spouse, which apparently, according to CRA, which is their version of IRS, is a big no-no. Uh, uh, Meaning that there should be some type of disclosure, like plain language, stating such that that's his spouse, and there has to be some type of conflict resolution disclosure, also mentioned in the minutes. Now, I'm going to also start this off by I'm not saying Mike is doing anything illegal. You can come up with that conclusion on your own, but that's not coming out of me. What I am exposing is a lot of discrepancies of transparency. A lot. Also, notice that he has on the website, there is a charity called the Canadian Paraplegic Association, which is air quotes, according to his own audits, inactive, which is kind of awkward because it seems pretty active to me, because all the way till 2025, from 2021, they're posting separate filings. Now, in the ones that he deleted from 2011 to 2012, those it mentions that these charities share similar directors. Now, as an executive director, he's more than likely, most likely paid, because the directors are higher than the executive. The executive is the one that is the employee. So it wouldn't be out of line to think that is he getting paid for both cherries? That would be interesting. Highly, highly interesting. Let's see what we got here. So that's this one. Let's see here. Presents. Share screen. We'll start pulling these up here. Because as you see here, the thing is still listed. That's the spouse's law firm and active donator. Like I said, not illegal in itself, which is fine. We're talking the disclosures of what they call arm's length. Needs to be disclosed in the filings of the CRA report. That I am more than certain of. Now we're going to go show you this right here. 1 second. Excuse me. I'm going to pull this up. All right. Here we go. All right. Right here. Whew. So from my understanding of the situation here, you in these reports, you need to have full plain disclosures about arm's length, and then on top of that, you have to file it when you actually file the taxes. You got to mention it too, as far as arm's length is concerned, and they check everybody was at arm's length. So in this minute report, I should be seeing something as spouse is present as a guest, not just a person, or that their spouse's firm is listed as a sponsor. There needs to be some sort of conflict of interest declaration noted. There's no recusal noted. There's no related party disclosures noted in these minutes. Yeah, I mean, he's the executive, and there she is. The board meeting is none of her business. So why would she be at a annual general meetings minute? It's just weird. And to post this on the website is beyond wild to me. We're going to go further in here. I'll pull up the video that I have here. Or no, actually, let me pull up his minutes. Let's see here. Website. All right. Actually, let me pull this one up. Show you guys what I'm talking about here. All right. So, what is an arm's length, and what am I saying here for registered charities? The term at arm's length describes a relationship where persons act independently of each other or who are not related. The terms not at arm's length means persons acting in concert without separate interest or who are related. Like I said, it's allowed. You just need to disclose it. I find it funny and insane he doesn't disclose it. Related persons are individuals who are related to each other by blood, marriage, or common law partnership or adoption. So it's, and then also just the what do you call it? The perception alone is bad. Examples of blood relatives include grandparents, parents, brothers, sisters, children, grandchildren. Examples of persons related by spousal includes grandparents or a spouse, the parents of a spouse, the brother. I mean, they go deep, right? And the spouse of a grandchild. Generally, in determining arm's length relationship, common law partners are treated in the same way. Skipping down, related persons also include individuals or groups and the corporations in which they have a controlling interest. Related persons also include individuals or groups and the corporation in which they have a controlling interest, like daddy's law firm. Persons related to these individuals or groups are also considered related to those corporations. And then it sits right, right here. Here's the tax law, tax folio S1-F5-C1, related persons and dealings at arm's length. And I also found it interesting that when you read his website, it goes, this is the Spinal Cords Association, but this is also formerly known as the Canadian Paraplegic Association. And then when you read his backdated audits, it mentions that those entities is inactive. Well, when I look up inactive, it means that they shouldn't be actively collecting money or give, stuff like that. But it's quite active in a sense that they're still to this date the Canadian Paraplegic Association that's like disappeared, the ones that he deleted the audits from, is still donating to his own charity. And it's the one that he was first hired in. So I'm supposed to believe that this ghost charity that doesn't have a website is magically not controlled or influenced by Michael B no more, has 2 employees, and still has assets and money, that they're filing. Now, if he happens to be an executive director, it is very plausible and possible that he's getting paid double. One by the Canadian Paraplegic Association and one by the Spinal Cord Association, which the Spinal Cord Association is supposed to be the new name of the Canadian Paraplegic, but the Canadian is still doing shit. Weird. Very interesting. Let's see here. Now, let's pull some of this shit up here. Actually, let me pull up the video of what this dude did. Or no. I can pull up the old audits here. Or the new audit, actually, because this shit's hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Let me new tab. Oops. So we go spinal cord. All right. So y'all remember that shitty ass thing he had last time, right? 2011, 2012. Then apparently, you know, uh-oh, I didn't do my job, so let me, hurry up and try to make it look like I did something okay. Because this guy, after 14 years, after 14 years, and mind you guys, I have this all already videotaped, documented, and I have the Internet Archive showing the differences here and when it was updated. So I know when this guy went in and did all this, uh, he removes the ones from 2011, 2012, and only posts these up. Funny as hell. Mind you, he was running this charity all prior to 2000, and all, like I said, all the way back to 2011. Because in 2019 he posts up shit. He's doing lotteries. Where's the audits from those? Where's the annual report for those? It's just so fucking sloppy. Now, if you go here, so we go to, I'll pull up this audit crap here. This shit's hilarious. Hilarious. I'm gonna pull up all of these tabs here. We're gonna let's see here. Oh yeah, this is bad, dude. So here you go. uh, oh yeah, I mean this is ridiculous. This is just sloppy. All right, here we go. Stop screen, share screen. All right. So here, this one right here. So it says, spinal cord injury, Newfoundland and Labrador Inc. financial statements for this so-called audit, right? What's that say? Right here, right? November 14th, 2025. Okay. Cool story, right? So look at this e-sign, right? E-sign. All right. Pretty cool, right? Now watch this shit. See here. Share this tab. So then this is the year prior, right? So that we were at 2025. Now we're at March. So they end these statements at March of each year. So 2025 is the end of 2024, and et cetera, et cetera. So this one. So in March of 31, I should see 2026 without fail. We go down here. What's that say? Remember the last one was in November? Mm-mm-mm. Oh no, I just started 19 minutes ago. Uh, um, I changed the times. I went early. Yeah. Now it says December 10th of 2025. So this guy. So when I was making these so-called accusations, of like, I don't think this guy's done shit, he proved he didn't do shit. Because look at this date. Over a year fucking late. Over a year late. December 10th. Now, do you see any other stamps, electronic stamps here? Nope. Where is the electronic stamps? I mean, I don't see it. Where's those date stamps, Michael? Did the standards change? Where's the date stamps? Either way, that's real cute. November. Now this is December. All right, so we did a year. Now we're in 2024. We're gonna do what, another 2 years back. Now let's do Because remember, in several months, we're supposed to have 2026. So this was last year in January, and then the other one's over a year late, right? Now we're going to go to 2023. Let's see if he's 2 years late. Watch this shit. Let's see. Mind you, this isn't like the ones that are saved. This is pulled up on this audit on his site. Oh no, what is this? Another December after your 2025 audits? So your 2024 and your 2023 audits were conducted after your 2025 audits? Sloppy, sloppy. I don't seem like you give a fuck. That's weird, man. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. Mm-mm-mm. I haven't even read it all yet. No telling what other bullshit. Now let's see if these are signed and dated. No date. Interesting. No date. Because remember, this is right here, guys, is the like this shouldn't even sign here. This should have a signature. But either way, this right here should be dated, not dated. So no telling when this shit happened. Now, let's pull up the other one. 2022. Doo-doo. Keep scrolling. No signature still. And look at that. Look at this standard. Approved. Where's the approval dates on the other ones? He only did it once. All the other ones, there's no director, there's no date, no signature. Just posting whatever the fuck you want. I'm supposed to bother even reading this shit. Sloppy. Sloppy. Let's see what this dude did for 2021. Now, remember how I told you about this Canadian paraplegic shit, right? Like he's just gonna delete it all. So this is why it doesn't make any sense to me that he's still so-called running this shit, because he's the executive. Like I said, in 2021, he's the executive of this charity. But it still, has employees, which would make him one of them. So, and they're getting compensation. So is he getting two checks from charities? That's interesting. If so, because here's 2021. Look at that. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Look, an actual signature, not some stupid initials. And then look, it's dated and signed. So what happened those other 3 years that I called you out on, man? And you deleted all those other ones. It makes me think you ain't never done them. That's weird. That's weird. Mm-mm-mm. See, at least here it says, where is it at? The company is related to the Spinal Cord Injury Foundation of Labrador Inc. by virtue of common control. The foundation operates for the purpose of accumulating funds to help support the activities of the spinal cord and Labrador. Transactions and balances within these related parties are as follows. Okay, so 2021, 2020. Do you think this is included in the other ones? No, because he stops reporting about the similarities or the non-arms link shit here. Because let's see here, if I put in the Canadian, see, it just says they magically donated, and then it goes, the Canadian Association Inc., which is controlled by the organization, is consolidated in the organization, is not consolidated in the organization's financial statements, unlike the other one, right? And then it says that these people have the same board. Now, which is interesting because when I looked them up on the other audits, it was stating that, or the reports is saying that it's inactive. I'm like, well, how's it inactive if they're still collecting money? But either way, they're filing their whole other different reports here. So these are two different charities, and both seem to have the same executive director, which would be Michael B. Now, let's see here. Pull this up. So that's the spinal cord one. Pull this one up. All right, hold on. Do a quick search. See, paraplegic. So mind you, right, the when you look up this charity, right, it'll be under spinal cord injuries. Excuse me. I spelled the damn word right here. See, PRAP. Almost there. All right. Share the screen here. Now this one is insane to me. Got a lot of windows open, so I'm gonna try to pull up the right one. Give me one moment. All right, basic search. There we go. So not to be confused with the foundation, it's the association. There we go, right here. The one that was founded in 1967. Look at that. See how it connects to the beer, folks. So he was just running this in 2021, right? And I'm believe that he's just walked away, which ain't gonna be the case. And these are different reports. So if I go to the full report, compensation, there's 2 employees. So the guy that was the executive director of the charity that was renamed to Spinal Cords, I'm to, just assume that, well, first off, there's no website for this thing. So there's no telling how they get their money, what they're doing with said money, and who exactly they're getting paying out to. But it would not be out of line for me to connect and associate Michael B as an employee with this, because just several years ago he's an executive, he's listed as the executive director of this same exact charity, which on one of the filings for the spinal cord saying that they're inactive, but they're actively donating and giving money to themselves. Now this is crazy to me. And then if I go to the detail, so it's no wonder why he probably deleted the last one. So they got 200,000 in long-term investments. They donate so much to the other folks. They pay out to themselves $40K a year. Mind you, they're not actively doing services, but they're paying themselves out $40K a year for 2 employees, so $80K total. And then they're still getting money from the government. For what? The fuck you do? To give more money to your own charity? This is wild. Client services. None. Nothing report here. None. So this is nothing. If the charity has received approval to make reduction 000, yeah, this is crazy. Kevin, I cannot factually say he is, but we can say that more likely than not legally, because like I said, this doesn't add up. He just in 2021, he's posting as this charity, which is different filings of the other one. And he's the executive director of this charity as of 2021. And then they present it as if this was completely dissolved almost and renamed. Like this is just like a debunk, you know what I mean? And they're just keeping it there to keep it there. But it looks like what they're doing is that they're donating to themselves with this charity. And they got 2 employees on this one. Remember, this is the one that he deleted the 2011 and 2012 filings, and they've been active all the way up to 2025. This exact charity. So this charity currently on the internet has 0 transparency. Remember, he already deleted the 2, and he didn't post for 14 years for this charity, and he did the same thing for the spinal cord. Whenever they renamed, he deleted those too. Which I have the old ones, but then when he decides he wants to, like, oh, I'll get Messiah and post up new ones, the 2023 and 2024 are backdated after 2025's posting. Backdated meaning that when he actually got the audit done and signed, or not even signed, it's just stamped after the fact. The 2000 and 23 and 2024 aren't dated as far as his signatures, like his other standards. And then on the 2022, it's not signed dated at all. Period. It's just, I'm just going to go print up something and post it. Great fucking transparency. And then when you go to these, to what do you call it? Further into these disclosures, it'll say, you know, arm's length or not arm's length now, mind you. So this one's for the, let's go to the 2021 one, right? Where he had his wife there. Let's see if that's on here at all. Oops, crap. Of course, I didn't spell that right at all. I can't spell this shit. Nothing. Let's see here. So, okay, 2021, right? So let's go here. Remember, his wife was at the meeting, which there was no disclosure that was his spouse. Canadian law of arm's length needs to be reported. And let's see if we go to, oh, let's see here. Was a charity active in the fiscal period? Yes. See, purpose is to assist, blah, 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 blah. Did the charity carry on fund or provide any resources through employee, volunteers, agents, or any individuals other than qualified donees for any? No. Let's see here. This is 2021. I'm going to check on the newer ones. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Let me Google where the arm's length is going to be reported. Where would arm's length be reported? Let's see. It will be under the what we got here. Let's see what we got for non-cash gifts. Artwork, wine, jewelry. What? Clothing, furniture, food, gift cards, overnight stays. Wow. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to check on what? What? This guy got what the fuck? Artwork, wine, and jewelry, clothing, furniture, and food, books, and other for non-cash gifts, gift cards, and overnight stay. Yo. Yeah, this is interesting. What the fuck? He's got two charities, and this one's saying that he got jury, like they collected jury. Now let's see how many. Okay, so this is 2021, right? Let's see how many employees are here because this one he's on file in this year as the executive director. Okay, so let's go to the compensations and see how many employees he got. 2. I'm done. What? Yo, so in 2021, Mike B was the executive director of this charity. You saw the audit, yeah? And it said he got gift cards, jewelry, and I'm wondering is if he's claiming. Oh, and this is another thing I needed to report to you guys. So in Canada law, all those so-called free gifts he gets, he has to declare them under Canadian law. That's a fact. That's no jive. This is not me making shit up. Fucking come for me, motherfucker. It's facts. There is no free rides in Canada. the It's a second job because he's a full-time YouTuber, and he's also all those things that promotion, and when uh Rexer was calling him out for, like, getting those arcade one-ups for free, all that kind of shit, he's supposed to declare those as shit, I forgot the fucking term, so I'm not gonna just make it up, but he's supposed to declare them. Let me see if I can Google for it. What do you declare when given free products as a YouTuber? It is called. You must declare the fair market value of these items as business income in your tax forms. Oh, here we go. Let's pull up this one to show you what Michael B should be doing here. Guys, you're gonna love this one. You ready for this shit? Right? I've seen this guy before somewhere. Either way. Social media influencers use social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, or a blog to make posts and build up followers for their content. Influencers who generate monetary and non-monetary income through social media may be carrying on a business activities and earning business income. Did you receive subscriptions and perks like merchandise, trips, or other incomes, Michael B? If you earned income by posting pictures, videos, and more on your social media channels that involves product placement or product promotions, you may be undertaking a business activity. You can earn income from your social media activities in many ways, both monetary and non-monetary barter transactions, including but not limited to subscriptions to your channel, advertising, clickbait and brand advertisements, sponsorships, calls to action, merchandise sales or commissions on sales, tips, perks such as products, clothes, trips, or other gifts, and referral codes. Income tax implications. If you're carrying on a business through your social media channels, you must, Michael B, report the income, both monetary and non-monetary, that you earn through these activities on your income tax return. When reporting non-monetary income, you must use the fair market value of the item received. All those promotions videos, guys, or the lack thereof, the CRA will generally consider your social media activities to be business activities where there is element of profit to your activities. Mm-mm-mm. And then, of course, if you made over 30 grand, which I don't think he did, he will have to register as an actual business. But otherwise, he still has to declare no matter what he did or made. Because, yeah, it's how they work there. Interesting. Interesting. I would like to see how the charity is helping people. I'm not a fan of people who collect six-figure salaries. Hell, almost two. Charities aren't to earn living wage, so you can do minimum help. Exactly. So you saw it, right? 2021. He was the executive director, only 2 employees. It says jury and all that. Now I'm curious about all the other years. Let's go to 2025 with this one. See, this opened up a whole new can of shit. I didn't even see that one before. All right, so we got the Canadian Paraplegic. So let's go to 2025 and click. Hold on real quick. Sorry about that. Got a doggy. Let's see here. Share screens. Share. All right. So this is the. Hold on. Basic fact sheets. Claim to be identification. Was this charity in a subordinate position to a head body? Bullshit. No. Has the charity wound up dissolved, terminated? No, no. Was the charity active during the fiscal period? Yes. Which is funny because on the other one it said no. So one of these years it says no. Purpose is to assist with spinal cord injuries and other. Okay, see, now I'm gonna find this conflict here, guys, because remember it says the Canadian Paraplegic Association, right? And then on their audit, it said that they were an inactive foundation. This is a lot of what do you call it? Conflicts here. I'm gonna find it, man. I'm gonna find it because on the reports it says it's inactive, but the one that's getting reported to the CRA here is saying differently. Mm-hmm. Interesting, interesting. Let's see what we got here. Did the charity hold any donor advised funds during fiscal year? No, no, no. Here we go. One or more of the above applies to the charity. We will complete Schedule 6. If any of the following applies to the charities, complete Schedule 6. So one of them was the charity revenues exceeds 100 grand, the amount of property is over 25, or the charity had permission to accumulate funds during the fiscal period. I'm assuming it's the revenue over 100 because of what I've seen. But let's see here. Compensation as of 2024, still 2 people. Let's see what we got here. Oh, did he boo boo on the other one and showed his hand that he got jewelry and cash and gifts, and then he decided to hide it from these years? What? Hold on. So it's not in this one. Interesting. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Hold on now. So it's less disclosed on this one. Or I'm missing it. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's try 2023. See, it's always something different here. Let's see here. The charity may also use the space to describe purpose to assist persons with spinal to other. This is achieved through education and awareness, community rehabilitation. What a joke. Okay, here we go. C6. If the charity carried on fundraising, nothing. Did the charity receive any donations or gifts of any kind at 10,000 or more? No. Did the charity receive non-cash gifts? It issued no. Two people still, which is him. This is grimy. Let's see here. See, I'm gonna need to find where I had pulled up the other one because this motherfucker was getting gift cards and staying overnight. And magically, he's not. Let's see here. 2022. Let's see what we got here. Since Mike is on YouTube, I would think the charity has an online presence to, damn well it doesn't. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree, which I'm allowed to have of my own opinion. He doesn't help anyone. I'm inclined to agree. He helps himself to six figure, or I'm inclined to agree 100%. I can't condemn Mike yet, but there are questions being raised here about money he is making versus. Oh yeah, we'll see. This guy for sure accepts coin to defame and slander his pay promotions competition as well. I agree. I would think since he goes online weekly that the charity would have a YouTube channel or something to. Oh, there is a YouTube, which is outdated as fuck, but it's not for this one because there's two charities, Kevin. I wonder if he used any company funds to purchase any of his home arcades. Who knows? I mean, if it's compensations, it's legal. Problem is, like I said, it's the transparency that I have a problem with, and the government is big on transparency. I mean, we got backdated audits. We have the appearance of conflict of interest with his wife being part of a law firm where she actually is an expertise in doing money for charities because it says she's on the board of charity for money or some bullshit like that as a director. And then she's in their meetings during a on a report, on a financial report or audit report, and he deleted that, and they didn't declare arm's length because there's a part, when you go through these stuff, it says, was the person's arm's length, is this arm's, and they go, yeah, we're arm's length, meaning that there's no type of conflict of interest or appearance of conflict of interest, due to family members or anything like that. And of course, that's not the fucking case. And then if you're going to have your own spouse at a meeting, you're supposed to declare it and have a declaration in your meeting report. So it's just transparent. By not having that can, warrant these folks to basically scrutinize what the fuck is going on. Now, 2021, it was called the Canadian Paraplegic Foundation. In 2022, they're calling it the Newfoundland Foundation and rename. It says so on their website that they renamed it. But both of these charities have been active till 2025. So I find that interesting. And then I'm to believe that the next fiscal year he's not participating as the main head of this of the paraplegic that he's been in charge of since 2009. Like that's BS. So I mean, we're talking almost like 17 years or something like that he's been part of this paraplegic part. So who knows? He could be getting two checks. Who knows? Could be. It's very possible. So moving on. Getting a ton of pins all of a sudden. Yeah. I can't afford brakes on my car. I'm not buying any of his bullshit. Very sad. He takes advantage of his community online. Oh yeah. Pinball money. The ultimate manipulator. If he wouldn't work on the charity as much as his channel, then he would be able to actually help all those spinal cord patients, most likely. Is it illegal? No, I'm not. I already did my thing. I'm not going to accuse him of anything illegal. Y'all can have your own conclusions. What I can say is this looks bullshit, and the lack of transparency is fucking gross and disgusting. And I hate anybody that gives the appearance that they may or may not be taking advantage of vulnerable people. So fuck that shit. Arcade, that's what I'm curious about. Do they have any Facebook, YouTube showing of? Yeah, I already showed you this, Kevin. So let's not act like it didn't. It stopped in 2020. Stop that shit. I agree. You're trolling. Since he literally brings no revenue to the table to the charity, then he shouldn't even take us out. I agree with that. Right. Hunters, I'm Googling stuff right now with the exception of a couple channels. No, Kevin, you've seen it all. Don't act like this is new. Come on, man. Stop. You've seen it all. Like, what the fuck do you need? Like, I showed you inactive website since whatever, and I went through all the Facebooks and I went through the whole YouTube channel. So don't bring up the same bullshit I did 2 weeks ago. You saw it all already, my man. Like, come on, bro. You've seen it. You see me pull it all up. You seen the full. I went to their YouTube. I scrolled through the whole thing. I went through their Facebook. I scrolled through the whole thing. I went through their website. I scrolled through the whole thing. Like, so why are you asking things that you've already know? All right. So, anyways, let's go back to that 2021 one because that was wild. See if I can find the section that I did earlier about the all those gift cards. There it is. If the charity carried on fundraising. Oh yeah, here's another thing with the lotteries. Oh, so this was in 2021. So they're saying they did draws or lotteries, which I don't see disclosed on the Facebook. But either way, it stops at 2020 on their website too. It he came on there, right? And it was like 2019. And he's like, we sold 950 tickets for the lottery. Did the math, it was like $4,500 or some shit. It was like $5 a book, right? But then they're giving away $20,000 total. How does giving away money in a lottery, 15 grand exceeding what you took in, help the charity? So you that don't add up. That's weird. And so when I click on that stuff, there's never anything new here. Let's see here. All right, so the non-cash gifts section, 2021. Gift cards, overnight stays, clothing, furniture, food, jewelry, wine, artwork, books. That's insane. insane. So this is in the non-cash gifts. But this is just that one paraplegic thingy that he's deleted off the webpage. I haven't gone to the actual one that he's claiming. Let's go back here. Yeah, see nothing in Schedule 5. Let's see here. Now I am going to go to the other one. Spinal cord entry. There we go. See, this other one, the current one that we're talking about. Okay, I see spinal cord YouTube page, but dude, you already seen it. Don't act like it's new. I would like more transparency. You already know this. Michael B could pocket some money for himself. Who's tracking all the expenses? He could, and no one. Let's see here. Well, it's not pocketing. He's getting paid, so that's not pocketing. I mean, you could phrase it that way, but anyways. Yeah, no cash gifts, which is bullshit. So he had transparency that one year, and then it just all magically went away. I'm to believe that he hasn't got any type of gifts ever again. Let's see here. So 2020, 2021 for this is the different charity now, medical equipment. So we go from in this foundation, he's getting donated medical equipment. And then the one that he's running a 2-man show, he's getting artwork, wine, jewelry, gift cards. I mean, what? What? That's weird. Mind you, though, I don't trust him to post anything legit anyways. But let's see what he does do. So magically, he's only getting medical supplies here, but, not alcohol and jewelry, because the other one has a 12-man show. Yes, Biggie, he did. And I explained that I showed it that he backdated his audits. So 2025 was audit was done in November, even though the year ended in March. So he would, and then in 2024 he did one in December, and then of 2025. So it's after the 2025 audit, and his 2023 audit is after his 2025 audit as well in December, same date. So he did both years audits that are 3 to 2 years late, the same day. And then the 2022 is not dated or signed at all. So, and then I reported that his wife's firm is on his website as donators, and that she was in the minute reports that he deleted, and there is no reports of arm length being conducted at any time, meaning that there is people who could be influenced or associated with them as family members, or spouses, which is a transparency no-go. And then also I looked into this with the AI bit, and this may be a little funky too, because there's supposed to be full disclosures that these entities are like part of each other. And I believe it's still supposed to be reported as arm's length as well, but who knows? Either way, this deserves scrutiny, massive scrutiny. I mean, and he's doing this shit while he's sitting here, being a little fucking prick online, attacking other people's businesses, um, going after Iconic, John D's company, and saying, "Look at this. This is a bad website." And it's like, what? Like, look at you. You know, look at this. Let's see if I can share this shit here.
Of the company. So same as like Arcade One Up's Facebook page, the same as like Basic Fun's Facebook page. This is it. Now, if you take a look at this Facebook page, it's another example of how poorly curated and how poorly Iconic Arcade have been communicating their product and with their community. Because if you look, there hasn't been any update since October 23rd, 2025. And at that time, it was building one of the cabinets. So, like, even then, you go back down, there is no new images of the cab. No, sorry. They did share the new images of the cab on August 29th. But, I mean, this should be filled up with information. This should be filled up with updates about, like, changes to the pre-orders, everything. Nothing. So, Iconic, again, I will tell you, your focus coming up on the new year, absolutely, get your product out. But find a better way to communicate. There's a
the fucking audacity. The audacity. What the flying fuck was that? And that's not the first time he's done something like that, guys. This this dude, man. This is just insane. He I mean, this is what he did to Retro Lizard. I mean, this is what he does to everybody. And then he's gonna sit here and have this so-called charity crap. Looks like he's running 2. Looks like he's getting paid for 2. I mean, the appearance is just crazy. And then he's gonna have the nerve to go, "Oh, this is all conspiracy, bitch! It's right here in front of our face." And if you didn't want it that way, do your fucking job and be transparent enough so that there is no doubt nothing bad is happening. But you haven't been. You've been sitting on your ass and you've been blaming COVID since fucking 2019 for all your fucking, you sitting on your ass. And then you stream 24 motherfucking 7. And as executive director, I'm supposed to believe that you're getting paid less than all you people. No, you're at the top. So you're getting between 80 to 119K fucking on your compensation for one charity, and on the other charity is saying that you may be making up to like 40 fucking K Canadian. Insane. And you have zero impact. You show nothing other than that. I've seen that you got gift cards and wine, jewelry, or artwork. Wine, jewelry, or artwork you received as a 2-man charity. I'm supposed to believe that that's supposed to help your cause? Come on, man. Fucking insane. Pour some fucking water for my pet. That's insane. That's crazy. But, none of y'all motherfuckers give a fuck. Since I came into this community, people have condoned pedophilia. People have condoned fake psychologists working around children with no credentials, should be in fucking jail. Y'all condone GoFundMe scams. You condone racism. You condone Facebook Marketplace scheming. You condone lies after lies with evidence. This community is just disgusting. And the fact I made him get off his fucking 300-pound ass to get up and to forcefully force him to show that he backdated audits after the fact of just this of 2025 after his most previous one proves I was right. He ain't do shit. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. He didn't do his job as executive director. That's a fact. But you bury your heads in the sand over this dude. Insane. Insane. Let me see here. Give a 60-second intermission. No. All right. This is like an episode of the Twilight Zone entitled Arcade, except games are not being played. People are. Oh, bro. The link is in the chat to Prince and the Facebook if you want to come in. This, I mean, I mean, unlike Kevin, I mean, y'all should have fucking eyes. I don't know, because Kevin, you keep doing this shit every goddamn stream. I love you, but goddamn, dude. No, I mean, thank you for being a critical thinker, but then there's also trolling. Like, come on, man. As every question you ever had has been always fully answered. Yeah, I mean, this is wild to me, and there's evidence that because of what he did and his lies about Joel's website and everything else, that you know, because of that, his as an influencer, he ran the dude out of business because of people like, oh well, buyer beware, let's do some chargebacks on him. And then this guy's been sitting on his ass for 14 years just collecting a check, and y'all see him his whole life is YouTubing. You go to B Kong's shit and you see his all his what do you call it? Red Cross impacts. No, Kevin, you might be back. And then also I did say I was going on break for 60 seconds. So catch up your damn shit, man. You're behind on the stream. Make sure you're live. Yeah, it is straight up. Let's see what we got here. What's worse is that this is the energy spectrum America is operating on right now. So more people like this are being empowered. Clearly, it's spread to Canada and the UK. Nothing to do with right, left, just straight up evil. I agree. Fucking calling me during the stream. No, I'm not. I've been going through all of them. I think you guys are behind. Nope. Let's see here. There we go. Now I'll make sure it's all on stage so I don't miss a beat. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what more y'all want. I the the fact that he had to fake update his shit it says a lot, and it's still outdated. I mean, there's no impact. I mean, 2020 is your last shit. I mean, it looks bad, man. It looks bad. Because you're probably live streaming right now on fucking Super Game Room, dudes. When what the fuck did you do the last week? What the fuck did you do last week for this shit? Because I sure as hell guarantee you that the people of Canada didn't want that shit, their taxes going to you getting 6 fucking figures and 2 different fucking charities. That's insane, man. Trust me, bro. Yeah, that's my fault. I'm multitasking at the moment, missing some of the key details. Mofo. Anyways, yeah, I think I mean, every day I'm finding out something new. I was going to talk about a whole something different that was related to this, and then this came up. It's just like, fuck, man, I can't keep up with this bullshit. I mean, hell, today I found out that, you know, there actually are 2 different charities that are supposed to be the same charity, and then there's like conflicts in the reporting, because when you read one of them, it says the other is inactive, and then when you read the other, it's saying, well, we're not actively donating or funding anything, and then they're actively donating and funding shit. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like, it's not out of the norm for one charity to be renamed to another, but if there's 2 if this one is still active, then how can you basically go on your website and say that the other one was renamed? It was never renamed. Like, it's the same damn shit. Holy hell. Let's see what else we got here. Give me a second. All right. Let's pull up. I mean, it was, you know what? Let me pull up the Wayback Machine here. This shit's gonna be funny. See what this guy was working with back when everything was going down. So we got, see, the Wayback Machine, right? Okay. Put in the website. Shaboom. Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Boom. Let's take a look. So somebody decided to check this shit out way back from 2013 to now. So it was just in December that we got a change here. So he either did it in January. Nope. So December 5th. We have an update here, another snapshot that somebody took. But let's look at how this site looked in 2018. Let's say summertime, right? We'll go after summer because that will show you that, you know, in 2018, he's working hard, you know, updating his website because he's been responsible for it since like what, 2009. So yeah. Let's see what we got here. Look at that. 2018, 5,000 sponsorship to Team Carroll. Interesting. Affects your injury relationship, 2015. So we got 3-year-old shit. Support. Let's see here. Let's see what it looks like here. So this is a 2018 snapshot. Yeah, posted by Michael Burry. Newfoundland Labrador. If you need any technical assistance with setting up your equipment to take parts, blah 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 blah. So he running this shit. 2018. Let's see here. Annual reports. Look at that. Same shit with the annual reports, all 8. Or the audits, I should say. (2018), he's still the director. Let's see what he blogged in 2018. The last report was blog was in 2014, so 4 years still prior. Jesus Christ, man. Let's see what here we got here. $10,000 and $15,000 in cash prizes. Grand prize $10,000. And then like I said, in 2019, he didn't even take in that many in ticket sales. So it's like, what the fuck? Well, Biggie it shows that excuse me, people work there. But as executive director, I mean, I think it's safe to assume that he's making the most money because like the directors don't make the money, it's the executive. So the executive director, he's in charge, so he's making the most. And then that's anywhere between 80 to 119,000 Canadian for this charity, what it's called right now. But if I go back to 2000 and I forget, like, or 11 or 12, it will show Canadian paraplegic that he's reporting as. And that's been only 2 people the whole time, which was him. Yeah, this is weird. Weird as fuck. Let's see here. Oh yeah, let's see how a donation would look. Donate now. This is in 2018. I'm gonna make a donation. Yeah, that seems safe and secure. Nope. See here, open a new tab. Here's archive here for his lotteries. Each person won $1,000. So that's 15,000 total they gave away. Tickets are $25 each on this one. Ridiculous. Let's go to December 5th of 2025. Oh. Oh, wrong one. Now let's try it. Oops. Hold on. Excuse me. December 5th, 2025. Oh, it doesn't want to go there. We got November 6th, 2025. Oh, it keeps going to the wrong section. No wonder. It's a weird snapshot. I guess it doesn't like it. Either rate. Let me check up on the. Already answered that. Have we seen comparatively what a legit charity was? Yeah, we have been. I showed on my last stream, but I can go there right now. So y'all saw last time, right, where it said 2011 and 2012. Actually, I covered it in my one of those shorts I did too, with a one looks like versus not, but we can do it. Go spinal cord of British Columbia. So here's a sister site, right? That's not running off of his defunct paraplegic shit he had going on. I don't know how he got in doing this shit, but let's go ahead and share that. Share screen. All right, here we go. Hey guys, here's what a real I don't know. I wouldn't donate to a charity website if it hasn't been updated in years. You got to show the people what you're doing. Agreed. People got to know where they're sending their money. I agree. You must have public records, being it's a charity. It's supposed to. Wrestling. Oh yeah. All right. So as you see, this is the template of the, the other, this is the British Columbia side. And yeah, look at this. And then let's go to annual reports. Wow, guys, look at that. All the way back to 2011. How he deleted his 2011, 2012, did not post 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or 21 the whole time, or 23, or 24, or 25. Then he so-called updates and deletes 2011, 2012, and only posts the 24 or the 25, 4, 3, and 2 and 1. So then he deletes all the other years. So he deletes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or he deletes 2 years, but he erases the fact that there's no 10 years of showing still. So instead of me raging and raving like, oh, 14 years you haven't updated, it's now 10 years. Like, you still look stupid, dude. Jesus. Let's look at their shit. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Can y'all see this? Oh no, you can't. Hold on. Look how this report looks. Look at that, guys. mm. Mm. Look at the highlights, the impact. Impact. Look at that. Oh man. I don't know about you, but I don't see jewelry and wine and alcohol and artwork and gift cards and overnight stay hotels. Do you? Mm. Interesting. Let's see here. Let's go back to this one. Let's do about our peer program. Wow. Wow. So cool. Mm. Let's look at their blogs. When was the last time they blogged? Remember, for him, it was 2020. And he seems to skip 4 or 5 years every time it updates. So let's see. Bruh. Guys, like 4 days ago. 4 fucking days ago, they've been blogging. They blog like every other day. Look at that. This guy can YouTube 24/7, but he can't take time to blog for his own charity he's making all that money from for compensation. Like, hire a new executive director, folks. This is crazy. Because he ain't doing it for y'all. That's my opinion. Because that's ridiculous. Look at this shit, guys. Like you can't all that hard work, that he puts into, last time I was on here, I played you guys his interview for talking about how he spends 2 to 10 hours of, editing for his YouTube channel. Oh, you can't see? Oh, well, let's do it again. Womp, 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 womp. Did I just take it down or? All right. Let's see where I did here. Okay, so you saw and then I had closed it. Okay, cool. So this is the blog, and it shows 2026. Oh, hold on, excuse me. Back to the blog. There we go. 2026. Can you see now? 2026, December. Look at all that shit. Going back all the way to, geez. They go back forever here. We're not far back. I could keep going. Take note, Michael B. Look at this. Look at the comparison, guys. I'm skipping like years. Look how, oh my God. He's got literally 2 blogs posted. And they got 49 pages. This page from 49 pages back outnumbers how many blogs he's got posted on his own shit. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Let's see what else we got. Man, look at that. See, they even got it so that if I have a impact, I can post. Oh, monthly giving. Wow. Mind you guys, this is like this is the same framework. This is a sister cherry in a different province. Wow. Let's see. Anything about donating? Volunteer or support? Yeah, how come I can't help volunteer with him? See? Donate. Let's see how secure their donating is. Wow. Same shit. But I'd rather donate to them. Let's see here. Oh, share. Donate. And then, like I said, here, all that promotion shit he's supposed to have been doing. Oh yeah, let me pull up this other article that I had found about let's see here. See if I can find it. Let's see, CRA. Let's see here. Are you a social media influencer? Show that. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is interesting. This is funny as fuck. Whether on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, or yes, even OnlyFans, Canadian influencers are certainly making a name for themselves on social media. For example, Take Body Positive. The CRA has been keeping close eye on influencers across all social media platforms to ensure that they are fulfilling their tax obligations through monitoring content to spot any apparent signs of wealth or gifts. For instance, if an influencer declares only $1,500 in CAD in annual earnings on their tax return, but posts an Instagram video showing off their collection of Hermes Birkin bags, the CRA may raise questions. You know, kind of like all those paid promotion videos that we got logged. Interesting. Sponsors posts. Income influencers could be subject to, but not limited to, reporting the following types of incomes. Sponsor posts, incomes from brands for creating content, usually with videos or photo posts, aka your numbskulls, your My Arcade, your Arcade One-Ups. Products, value of products received from a brand to review these products on your platform. Yeah, you gotta you gotta post the fair market value. You have to report it. Merchandise sales, income from sales or t-shirt, hoodies, baseball hats, and accessories. Channel subscriptions, values of exclusive membership, premium YouTube subscriptions, Patreon tiers. Because last I checked, the game Genie Doesn't Michael B have a Patreon? Uh-oh, are you reporting that, Mike? Are you reporting that? Hope you're reporting this. Doesn't matter how low it is. Yeah, well, this was fun. I'm sure I'll have more next week. But yeah, I did this to document everything because clearly there's an issue going on. I'm going to cover real quick again what I've seen, which was this spouse, was in the meetings. There's no disclosure that was the spouse. Arm's length rule possibly violated. No report of it. They're donating to said donate what do you call it, charity, which can have a conflict of interest, which is not illegal in itself, but you need to have transparency and report it. So do your fucking job and do the right fucking thing for transparency, right? And then we have this so-called Canadian Paraplegic Association, which they claim that entity was renamed into the Spinal Cord one for Newfoundland. But as you've seen, guys, it's still very active, and they have 2 employees. They had 2 employees since the beginning of its creation, and was pretty much Michael B in charge. And that one year that you saw him as an executive director, he filed that he got alcohol, jewelry, gift cards, and other amenities of overnight stays in his shit. And then magically he deletes those audits from the page as the Canadian Paraplegic when he was called out. And then he only posts the last 5 years of the spinal cord one. When he posted the last 5 years of the spinal cord one, is 2025 was posted, 24 all the way to 21. His 2024 and 2023 were post backdated after the date of his 2025. So his 2025 was dated in November of 2025, and his 2020, yeah, I think so. His 2023 and 2024 were posted or signed, or not even signed, but marked off it being done in December. So that's after. So basically, I called his ass out, made his fat 300-pound get up and do his job, and he had to go pay money and get him, backdated, audited. So it proved my point, my critique, my criticism of him, that he hasn't done nothing for several years, possibly 14, and I proved my point. I mean, how did I not prove my point? I mean, they were backdated. He ain't done shit. And then they're not dated. Those aren't dated. Like the other ones are dated. And his 2022 aren't dated at all. So, yeah. And when I say dated, you're supposed to signature it, be approved by the board. I mean, he set the standard, not me, and have it dated. And they're empty blocks. And some of them don't even have the blocks, and he just basically prints off a piece of paper and submits it online and say, hey, this is my truth. So bullshit. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna keep looking, and I hope you guys do too, because this guy's, to me, is a fucking hypocrite, fake, and I draw the line at possibly taking advantage of vulnerable people. And I think it's disgusting what I see, because clearly this guy can dedicate his whole life to YouTubing, but not to this so-called charity that he's supposed to be running. And it wouldn't be hard to, because if he put even minimum amount of hours that he does into YouTubing, his website would be up to par. I mean, the fact that this dude can't even pay out, maybe a $1,000 or less to someone to update the shit for him is fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon, and thanks for checking all this shit out. Peace.